There we are. All right.
What?
All right, you ready to kick this thing off?
Yes.
All right, starting here in 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to another episode of the Binding of Moonpir Boston Rebirth. I'm your host, Boston. Joining me in our adventures in the basement, as always, is Moonpir.
Hello. Sorry, I have tears in my eyes.
As I was showing Moonpir the video of my hilarious defeat on Friday, where, hey, if you have White Pony and you pick up another item, you don't have flying anymore if you haven't picked up a flying item.
Yep.
Spikes are not your friend at that point.
Nope, it wasn't even the D-padded spikes, it was just plain old spikes.
Yep, and it was hilarious enough that I was picking up the,
Temporary invincibility.
yeah, I was picking up, right here on my screen, Book of Shadows, so just a 1-2 FU for, for Binding of Isaac.
It was so good.
That's how a lot of my runs went this week.
Yeah, I mean, we might as well just start with the dailies. Talk about the strong start weekend of the week for you, and the inverse for me. Because before I knew it, it was 3-0. Then it brought it all the way back to 3-all, and then hashtag Sunday Showdown. I have done my run today. I do know how it ended. Okay. It ended horribly for me. You took the week on Sunday.
I took another week finally. Yeah.
Yeah. It was, let's just say, an ending similar to yours is how I went out, except I went out in the case of I can't avoid damage for reasons I don't know why. Yeah. Oh, but yeah, the dailies this week. I'm really nothing too memorable came out today, but came out this week for me at least.
Man. I had some runs.
I did have some funny moments in one. I'm actually going to try and see if I can take, because for those watching/listening, we're doing a bit of an experiment where we are trying to capture footage of our runs. Yeah. And we're going to have a look and see if we can basically splice them side by side, so you can essentially see our runs and see who does what, to prove that we actually probably play this game very differently. Yeah. And yet still it's super close all the time. Yeah. So we're gonna do a little bit of experimenting on that front. We'll see how things go. We'll see what.
Fingers crossed.
Yes. We'll see how much time the editing process is gonna add to our weeks.
It's only 4 hours a day. Cool, that's not happening.
Exactly. So we're gonna see about that, but yeah, some hilarious moments. I think it might have been on that same run that you did the hilarious
Friday run.
Yes, I think I ended up picking up the petrified poop at some point, and then I picked up Cards Against Humanity. Oh, nice. So I was like, well, I'm gonna save this for the biggest room I can get it in. Yep. And that was right before Mom. So I did Boss Rush. And in the middle of Boss Rush, popped the Cards Against Humanity card. The whole room filled with poop. Oh, and then this stupid, like, not side to side ghost guy, but the other ghost guy. Oh, the Forsaken? Yes, who drops the skeleton guys who spit bones at you. He showed up, dropped the skeleton guy, I killed the skeleton guy, and then he did the red laser beam rotation. Oh, no. So literally my video is just all you can hear is as he pops all of the poops that I haven't managed to shoot yet. 400 coins. Exactly. It was hilarious. I kind of thought to myself, I'm going to capture that, and then I realized I couldn't because I was streaming my footage to my PC, so I could record the footage. Right. So didn't work out great on that front, but still, it's an amazing little moment of look at all of these poops getting destroyed. Yeah. I had a similar run on Wednesday. This was an Azazel run that I think I re-rolled into Dark Judas. And I had such an insane combination of items. I had to write them all down because it went crazy, so here they are. Incubus. Okay. Lost Contact. Okay. Cricket's Body. Oh, well, okay. Rubber Cement. Okay. Parasite. Oh, wow. Okay. And Multi-Dimensional Baby. That one I don't know. That's the baby where when you shoot through it, it splits into 2 shots and they're like big and strong. Yeah, Buddy Yubby, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
So every shot I was taking was splitting into about 4 to 8 other shots coming out of my face and Incubus, and then often hitting Multidimensional Baby, and then just splitting off even more.
Oh, that sounds like absolute craziness. That sounds like lag waiting to happen.
Yeah, it was not performant. Let's just put it that way. But it's one of those runs where it's like, I'm not entirely sure where the enemies are on the screen. All I see are tears, but everything's dead, so that's fine.
Yeah, my least favorite one of them is when you can see nothing but tears, but you can't be. Not everything is dead.
Yeah,
and then you end up taking hits you don't need to take because, oh hey, guess what? There is, you know, bullets on the screen that you can't see, and you just run into them. But
yeah,
I think I run into them anyway, so it's not really a big deal for me.
The only other run talked about Friday's White Pony disaster. Only other run, I guess point number 1 about this week is the curses were out of control. I had so many runs where it's like the first literally 3 floors were Curse of the Lost.
Yep.
It's like, guys, I can't do this. I need the map at some point.
Yep. They did seem to be a really high ratio. Like, it's either Lost or the Blind, where you don't know what you're picking up, and it's just great. Let's just roll the dice and hope it works. I did like I think it was this week was the Eden run, where you started with the D4.
Yes.
And it was one of the very first times I thought, let's experiment and just re-roll every single chance I can get.
Yeah.
Similar to your D100 approach.
Let's get weird.
Yes. And oh boy, did it get weird.
Yeah. So I need to talk about learning something new about the shovel.
Yes.
Saturday we had a cane run that went to Mom. Pretty early on, one of the Devil Deal rooms had the shovel in it.
It was the very first Devil Deal room. It was the second floor, had the shovel in it.
So obviously, you're going to take the shovel because you want to go all the way down to Shoal. I got greedy in a way that I didn't think was going to screw me.
Okay.
So, in the boss rush room, I started lining up on the top of the screen shovel digs to try and see if I could get a black market.
Okay.
So I had like 6 or 7 or however many there were total that you could get. I was digging, and like 5 of them were just, let's go down to the womb 1, and then 1 of them was a set of the crawl space.
The stairs.
The ladder, yeah. And I was very proud of myself. I did not accidentally back up into one of those, and I fully finished boss rush, and everything was great. And I thought, well, perfect. I'm going to go into the crawl space. Hopefully it's a black market. If it is, then you just use the hole to get down to the next floor. If not, I come back out. I hop into one of the holes to go down to womb 1, and we'll be good. That's not how that works in the boss rush room. So
okay.
I did not know this until today, and I will forget this at some point again. When you hit a crawl space in boss rush at any point.
Oh no! When it spits you back out, it spits you back out to the boss room, not the boss rush room, but the boss room.
Yep.
Oh my word!
So and of course I didn't have a charge on my shovel.
Had one space left on your charge because I saw that screenshot, and you had one more room to. Oh
and
my
I didn't
word.
have a card to get out of there. I didn't have an AWAS rune, so I was like, you know what? Sure, that's what I get for being greedy. Is I get to not go 3 more floors because I did this to myself.
That's incredible.
So there's something to be learned about. I've been playing Binding of Isaac for 4 years, basically every day now. I learned something new that I maybe have known before, but it really screwed me on Saturday.
That's incredible. Like, the worst thing is as soon as you started saying that's not how it works in a boss rush room, I could put together exactly what happened to you, because it follows within the rules of the game itself. Yep. It has set these rules for you where if you go out of that room, you do not get the chance to go back in.
Yeah.
And it makes perfectly logical sense until you're thinking, like, I would do the same thing where I'd be sitting there thinking, ooh, this is a chance for me to get real nasty on this run.
And the horrible part about it is if I had gotten a black market, that has an exit down to the next floor in it. So I would have been fine, but I got a regular old crawl space, and that just got too greedy.
That's hilarious and terrible at the same time.
Yeah. It's one of those things where I popped back up in Mom's room, and I was like, oh no, of course it does, but no.
I'm not gonna lie, because I've been bit by the shovel before, where I've used the shovel like in the boss room and gotten a crawl space and then not had a charge on it before. So now if I have the shovel and I go onto a floor, as soon as I have it charged, I use it in that room and then make a mental note of myself. It's that room on the map has got the hole in it.
I have at least one on this floor.
Yes.
Yeah. But other than that, nothing too super crazy happened this week run-wise. Did you get any normal runs or challenge runs in?
I did. Well, today I thought this morning I wasn't really in the mood to play anything, but I thought I've only got Mega Satan left to do on Lily. You know, I'll smash my head against that for a little bit and see how things go. It turns out that 3 hours of playing Lily and trying to get to Mega Satan is not really that fun when you don't like playing as Lily.
It's not relaxing or entertaining or
no, and it's especially not relaxing or entertaining when you're not good with that character, which I'm not. If it was The Lost or somebody else, I would be fine with it. But I literally probably spent 3 hours just headbutting up against the wall with Lily to try and... I even got to like the right floor a couple of times. Like, well, I didn't have the health at any point here. Dad's key didn't show up at any point, so I didn't even get the get out of jail free card, which I have now unlocked. So
that's right.
That's fantastic. So I didn't get any of that stuff. So basically this was a wasted run. Let's go back and try again.
Yeah, just sort of keep doing chest runs until you get it.
Yeah, so I'm going to have to probably sit down and try and knock that out at some point. Then literally the only thing I have to do is the keeper runs. I did take another run at the brains challenge, and I definitely need to get used to the staggering of the brains shooting. Yeah,
when I was doing that challenge, that was basically all I did for a couple of days. Is like you have to rewire your brain so much that I couldn't hop between that and other stuff.
You also need to be really good at dodging because it's a Spirit Heart run as well, I believe.
Yeah, I think you're Blue Baby.
So yeah, that's not a run that's gonna drop into any of the pros on my side of things.
Right.
So it's definitely, I think it's definitely going to be one of the tougher challenges for me. I didn't even take a look at Pride Day yet. I know what it is. I know at the end I'll probably breeze through it, but I want a nice easy challenge for my last challenge.
Yeah, Pride Day is really pretty easy.
Yeah, because I did, however, take it one more shot at Onan's Streak and smashed it out the park. Bye bye Onan's Streak.
Nice.
Thank you very much. Go away Speed, go away Onan's Streak, go away the Guardian. All these ridiculously hard challenges I now have done, and I really need to make sure I do these two challenges before the DLC comes out in 2021, because then I can get my achievement.
Unfortunately for Onan's Streak, you just unlocked Kidney Stone, which is...
It's an okay item.
Yeah, it's fine.
Ooh.
It's alright.
I kind of like it. Out of curiosity, have you ever used Kidney Stone with Monstro's Lung? Because let me tell you, that's hilarious.
Just a fountain of tears.
100%. It's similar to, it basically does the exact same effect as having the laser beam face, except it's normal tears and it just sweeps across the entire room.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Oh, I'm telling you, experiment with Monstro's Lung. I know you hate it.
I gotta pick it up more. To be fair, yes. I really need to... It's one of those things where, like, I feel like it's one of those items, because Isaac has so many items in it now. Like, if you have one or two bad experiences with an item, your brain automatically clicks and says, that's a bad item.
Yeah, definitely.
It goes in the bad pile forever.
I think it also helps that, like, we do play so differently, like, correct me if I'm wrong here, but you tend to be all about the DPS. Like, you don't mind having low damage as long as you've got high tiers.
Typically,
like,
yeah.
whereas I tend to be more of give me a high damage, even if it's a low tiers.
Right.
Give me the high damage, I will hit them once and kill them, and that's better for me than having to hit them like 20 or 30 times.
You're more of a fat odd mushroom guy, and I'm more of a skinny odd mushroom guy.
Exactly. I am an Eve's mascara person.
Oh god.
Exactly. Which I actually picked up twice today, and both times I saw it, I thought, Boston hates this item. I don't know why.
It's so bad. It's so bad. Just to me, it's the... I feel, and it definitely very much is like how I prefer to play Isaac. I feel like when my tier rate goes through the roof, so you're firing very slowly, even if I'm firing shots that do 100 damage, you know, like you're doing that that Pong challenge, I still feel really weak. I know I'm not, but just that slow fire rate, I'm like, oh, I'm not doing anything.
Yep.
Cry more.
It's probably also why you're so kind of good at like avoiding damage, is because the way you've trained yourself to play this essentially is to bombard somebody with them and be really good at dodging them shooting at you while you're keeping them at distance with the knockback. Because I know there's another item that I love that you hate because it gets rid of the knockback. I think it's Cupid's Arrow. You're not a huge fan of Cupid's Arrow. Yeah,
I like that in some runs. Knockback is such a weird stat because I find default knockback fine. Anytime knockback goes crazy high, I have so many problems because you're hitting enemies and they're just bouncing around the screen. Like I picked up, I think it was today's run, I picked up, was it Foot Blister or whatever it is? It says bounce back. It's the trinket.
Yes, I wasn't sure what that was until I started hitting people, and all of a sudden you hit a fly, like a group of flies, and then they just go pow, and separate like confetti.
Fly everywhere. Yeah, that's once knockback start to go crazy through the roof, then that's where I start having problems. Yeah. Well, congratulations on besting on streak. You have one tough one and one easy one left to go, so.
Yeah, I'm hoping get brains out the way, get Lily's Mega Satan hard run out the way, and then it's just about the keeper at that point.
You and the keeper.
It's just me and the keeper. That's, as far as I know, that's all that's left, because I've already got the hard mode ticks with everybody on greed mode, including the keeper. I already have every other post-it note filled out. 2 more challenges left.
Yeah.
At that point, it's just pick everything up. That's all I have left.
You're getting to 1001%.
I can be a Platinum God too.
Yeah, Platinum God should be pretty soon.
Yeah. And yet still I've got like 9 achievements I still need to get.
Yeah. I bet all those are going to happen pretty quickly.
Yep. I was very disappointed today because I did get Cube of Meat, and I was Lily, so I did have the multiplication thing going on, and at no point did I get handy enough where I could have multiple batteries and then just turn the thing into...
Sure, like you didn't run boss rush or anything. Yeah.
I was kind of disappointed.
Bummer. Alright, well that's our episode for this week. Thank you so much everyone for listening, and we really, really appreciate it. And thank you Moonpir for joining me in our adventures in the basement. Thank you, you took the week. I'll get you next time, Gadget. We'll see you all next week. Bye. Bye. I've got the cat for it as well. Yeah. Your own little guppy. Yes. Alright, thanks everyone for watching the video. Bye.